They called him a god. He built roads that bled across mountains, temples that touched the stars, and armies that bent the world to his will. But then, he vanished. Not just his body. His name. His monuments. His legacy, erased by his own hand. Today, not even historians agree if he was real. So I ask you, what would make a king destroy his own story? And, what if he was right to do it? Clapperboard, the king who erased his own name from history. He was born under an eclipse, the sky swallowed the sun the moment he took his first breath. The priests said it was an omen. His mother called him Kereth, he who brings the end. At 10, he watched his father assassinated. At 12, he took back the throne with nothing but a dagger and a prayer to the old gods. By 20, he was not just king, he was legend. Kereth didn't rule with fear. He ruled with vision. He brought peace to a shattered realm, fed the hungry, and made scholars into ministers. But for every war he ended, he fought a war within. Because deep inside the boy who lost everything was a question. If history only remembers the victor, then who remembers the truth? Kereth alone at night, reading a scroll, then burning it. As Kereth grew older, he became obsessed, not with power, but with memory. He ordered scribes to rewrite the archives. He sealed libraries. Banned historians. Not out of pride, but because he feared something darker. The truth about his rise. Flashback montage, merciless tactics. Betrayals. Innocence lost for the sake of unity. Kereth had done terrible things to save his kingdom. And he could not bear to leave them behind for the world to worship. I am no god, he once whispered. I am a man who made monsters to slay dragons. His advisors beg him to preserve the records. Kereth begins dismantling statues, his own statues. He ordered his name struck from every stone. His victories attributed to others. His portraits burned. And when his final war was won, he vanished into the mountains, never to be seen again. But legends never truly die. And some say, what Kereth left behind was more powerful than any crown. Centuries later, scattered whispers resurfaced. A secret school of philosopher kings claimed to follow that nameless one. In buried tombs, messages signed with a single symbol. The flame without a shadow. What they taught wasn't conquest. It was purpose. Kereth's teachings passed in secret, wisdom on leadership, compassion, and sacrifice. Power is not your legacy, one tablet read. Your legacy is the world you leave in silence. And suddenly, the king who erased his name had become immortal. Today, we chase followers, fame, and recognition. But Kereth's silence teaches us something louder than any headline. That true greatness doesn't demand credit. It demands impact. The desert winds bury a final broken statue. The nameplate is blank. So now I ask you. If you had built an empire, but knew the world would worship a lie, would you let them remember you? Or would you choose to be forgotten? Maybe some stories are powerful because we don't know the ending. Maybe, the greatest kings are the ones who don't need statues. So next time you wonder what kind of legacy you'll leave behind, remember. Sometimes the truest mark we leave is the one no one sees. Echoes of the Empire, subscribe for more stories that time tried to forget.